Hi everyone, and welcome to another What's Up Wednesday. So today I am again working in the big book. And the only reason why I'm working in the big book is I do have my other journal off somewhere else and they're taking a look at it. So I don't really have, I have a couple other journals that I'm using, but this is kind of like one that I go back and forth with, is like the smaller ringed one as well as this one. So I already pre-gessoed this page and I have masking tape down the middle, just not to bore you with it. So I am going to be using some heavy gesso. If you take a look at it, it like this just makes me want to lick it. I just love the texture working with super heavy gesso. If you've never worked with it before, it's you can get lots of texture with it. If you just see, like, I'm just going to put it down and it's going to keep all those peaks and valleys and just have lots of fun texture. You can do lots of fun things with this. So that's what we're going to do first. Is I'm just going to put thin layers, thick layers, kind of here, there, everywhere. Just create a little bit of texture, and I'm going to come in with a couple of other elements in a little minute. So I'm going to fast forward this part, and then we will jump into what I'm going to use for texturing. Okay, so I had a little bit of a spill right here with my paintbrush, so I'm just gonna embrace it and just go with it. So what I am using for this What's Up Wednesday is, if you saw in my previous video, I got a mixed media kit from Wendy, who's W Squared Scrapbooking. So make sure you, if you're interested in any of the products that I'm using today, I'm going to mention kind of off camera, on camera, whether or not they're from her or from something in my stash. But I'm going to link to that video so you can kind of see some of the things that are in the kit. It's a minimal amount of money, but lots of ideas, especially if you're into the mixed media, of things that you can use for it. So make sure you check that out. So one of the things in the mixed media kit is this fine tooth comb, and then it's got the tail on the end. So I thought was, with the heavy gesso, to create kind of different lines. So I'm just literally making waves with the fine tooth comb, and I'm just going to kind of do that here and there, and then I might even come in and, you know, make some circles, something like that. So it's just a way to kind of create a little bit of texture, you know, make little ones. So that's what you can do with this. So I'm just gonna go like that. I'm gonna fast forward and watch what I can do with this stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to take my palette knife and just kind of blend out some of these lines to make them not so perfect. So I don't want a perfect look. I want it to kind of look like it's peeking out or embedded into the heavy gesso. So just going to roughly go over some of these spots. Okay, so I am not sure if you can see that texture in there or not, but it is really, really neat. And that is just with that fine tooth comb. So if you can see that, hopefully you can. So my next thought is I gotta let this dry. So actually, I'm gonna actually let it dry overnight, and then I'm gonna come back to it in the morning and see what it looks like. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So I don't know, can you see that texture in there? Oh my goodness, let me just pull it up. Oh, there we go. Can you see that texture? Oh my goodness, it is just delicious. So my thinking is I want to bring out this texture a little bit more, and I want color to kind of seep into all the grooves of what is going on here, because it is just awesomeness. I don't want to do nickel hazel gold. I don't want to do pink. I don't want to do a couple colors that I typically do. So I thought, let's mix it up. I'm going to try with the neutral gray. I have not made a glaze with a heavy body before, so it could be really interesting, but let's just do it. So let's just mix. I might have to mix a little bit more of the acrylic glaze than I normally do. So let me grab my paintbrush. And again, we're just gonna mix this up. I'm gonna go over the page and wait about a minute, and then I'm gonna wipe it off. So you can just see it's quite a bit thicker than if I say use the fluid acrylics. So just had a little bit more mixing to do in there, and then I'm just gonna put it all over. Okay, can I tell you, I am absolutely ecstatic about this. I could just leave it like that, and it is just so incredibly awesome. I love this little swirly texture right here, and then these circles, I don't know what to do with it now, but I just love it. Okay, I gotta think about what to do now, because oh my gosh, I could just feel this all day. So I'm gonna go think about that, and then I'm gonna be back. Okay, so I was trying to figure out what to do with this page. And like I said before, honestly, I could just leave this the way it was and call it done, but I just can't do that. I really struggle because this is just so interesting. I was like trying to figure out, should I put a face? Should I put flowers? Should I make it abstract? Like, what do I do with this now that I have this awesomeness? So I have not done a tone on tone. Usually if I go back, you can see color is my thing. I'm just going to briefly flip through for a minute. So you can see, like, I love color. I like practically fill up the pages with color. So I wanted to try and do something very tone on tone with very little color. So my thought is, I have this stencil, and it's called Marigold, and it's one of the latest stencils that I've got from Donna Downey. I'm not sure, can you see that? So my thought is, if I did a very tone on tone white floral, and just kind of have like maybe one up here, and then have maybe one kind of just tucked behind. Like, I would have to be very careful with my modeling paste, very behind, and then maybe one over here. So I'm gonna just go for it, I think. I'm gonna grab some modeling paste. Now I'm thinking with the modeling paste, if I think I should be able to paint over top of this and get a very white kind of dimensional look to it. So let's just go for it and just see what happens. So hopefully this works. going to actually make these quite a bit wider, and I'm going to do some blending and stuff like that. So I do have some Titan Buff, some Titanium White, Neutral Gray 4, and Neutral Gray 8. And I'm just going to sit down and start blending. So just know that I'm going to be working with these colors. If I pull out anything different, I'll stop the video and let you know what I'm going to be doing different. But for right now, that is the plan. So hang tight, here we go. So actually, I'm coming to this the next day because I wanted to sit on it and kind of let it resonate with me, and I don't know, just kind of figure out. I knew I wanted this part and I love how it turned out, but I feel like the flowers are just kind of not really isolated. So to fix that, I'm going to try and maybe come in with a color. I was trying to keep it kind of monochromatic and not adding a color, and I do like the fact that it's kind of very, very subtle. The flowers are very, very settled in here with all this texture in the background. So I think I'm going to come in with one color, and actually what I have here, this is Permanent Violet Dark, a very, very small amount, and I'm going to come in with some retarder. I'm actually going to make a separate pool of retarder, and then what I'm going to do is just go into the retarder, kind of go around these flowers, and it's going to be clear, but then come in with a very, very, very small amount of this violet, and then just blend it out. And wherever it catches on the flowers, I should be able to wipe away with a baby wipe, and then kind of just create that soft, isolated flower look. And then it'll have your eye really get drawn towards those flowers. can I just say how in love with this I am. These flowers stand out so much, and the texture and the gradient on the leaves is just, so in love with this. And I sometimes just can't believe, you know, I mean, this was a great page, and I love this page. And, you know, just there's certain pages, like I love this page too. And I really do like every page I do. Some of them I love more than others. This one, I think, on my own is probably the best one I've done. I really love it. I am going to add a stamp to it. So it says inspiration is everywhere. And I honestly just let this page come to me. I did not think about it. I'm just going to stamp it right here. And there we go. And see if I can smooch that out so it's in gray instead of in black. I just felt this page, I just let it go, like as the song said. So yes, I am calling this page done. I love it. I hope you try something like this, whether it's using modeling paste or just to try something different. So let it go, as the Frozen song depicts, and try something different. Just go with your gut. Just do it. So again, I hope you join along. I know that's a lot of rambling, but I just keep looking at the page and I just feel very inspired by this. So, yeah, enough rambling. So, go over to thepinkcamera.com, and if you want to attach a picture of an art journal page that you made with the Let It Go kind of theme, love to see it. And I will see you guys next week for another What's Up Wednesday. Talk to you later. Bye.